For those of you who don't know what the Mandela effect is, so this Mandela effect was first highlighted by a lady called Fiona Broome, who is an author and researcher. She's got a website. She studies topics relating to ghosts, fairies and alternative history. She was having a conversation one day, realised that there were differences in people's memories to what was actually the case regards to Nelson Mandela. In 2010, she launched a website using a new phrase, the Mandela effect, to describe an emerging phenomenon. Then from there, pretty much it slowly started to snowball. People began reporting more alternative memories. Clearly, this was more than just a few odd memories about Nelson Mandela. This video is going to be the first in a series of videos where I cover Mandela effects. There are so many, like I say, out there. So many things that really fry your brain. So this is going to be the first in a series of those. So there'll be many more to come, so keep a lookout for those. There are some of the things I'm going to cover in today's video. We've got the Mona Lisa's smile. Did she smile, didn't she? We've got C-3PO with a silver leg. Again, not something I remember. Fly My Pretties Fly from the film Wizard of Oz. Maltesers, how do you spell it? A lot of people seem to spell it T-E-A-S-E-R-S. And the spelling of barbecue, the actual word barbecue, not the BBQ. So, Mona Lisa. This one kind of got me. If you look at the picture of Mona Lisa, the current picture of Mona Lisa, she looks like she's got a little smirk in the corner of her mouth, and also her eyes have got a faint smile. When I first heard about this one, I was like, no, that's not how I remember it. I always imagined and thought I've been to the Louvre, I've seen this picture. I always thought she got a very, very straight face, barely an expression at all. And then when I looked at it and someone had kind of covered this and mentioned that now she's got a smirk, I thought, that is not how I remember the Mona Lisa. There are lots of people out there who are saying that's what she's best known for, the smile, etc. But this is exactly how this Mandela effect's working. You've got people from two sides remembering completely different versions of one thing. I didn't know she had a smile, or a little smile. And yet she has now. I'm not on my own, I'm not crazy. When you Google it, you'll find lots of things surrounding this. If you Google Mona Lisa Mandela effect, it is a thing. There is a lot of people out there discussing this. And like I say, I always thought the woman had a very straight face, almost miserable. Definitely didn't remember having a smirk. Maybe I'm just misremembering, who knows. John C. There's even a film called Mona Lisa's Smile with Julia Roberts, so which I remember. I remember that film. I can't remember watching it, but I remember the film existing. And we have this clip from The Da Vinci Code, which is a film I've also watched.
Her smile is in the lower spatial frequencies. The horizon is significantly lower on the left than it is on the right.
Why?
Well, see, she appears larger from the left than on the right. Historically, the left was female, the right was male.
I've zoomed in on the clip itself so you can see more clearly the picture, the painting on the wall. Even in the film, she doesn't seem to have this smirk. So it is kind of weird. Well, it's very weird. But next we've got Star Wars. This was another one which really kind of freaked me out. C-3PO apparently had his lower right leg was silver, and it always was silver. I don't remember that. I've watched all the Star Wars films throughout the years. Never have I noticed that his lower leg was silver. Yet in some clips and some videos you can see clearly that his leg is silver. Others you can't see at all. I've also seen interviews where the guy who used to wear the costume, who kind of was C-3PO, he said, it was always silver, but sometimes we had sand, etc., and different things reflecting, so it looked gold. But even so, I'm sure you would have picked up at some point during the films, oh, he's got a silver lower leg. No, I never picked up on that once. Never noticed that at all. And again, it's another thing. Thousands and thousands of people think exactly the same. They don't remember this. So, who knows? The next one we have is from the film The Wizard of Oz. When the Wicked Witch looses the flying monkeys out of a cage, out of the window.
Take special care of those ruby zippers. I want those most of all. Now fly! Fly!
Pretty much everybody I know who've spoken to remembers "Fly, My Pretties, Fly." It's a well-known line. It's been used in lots of merchandise. Has been printed with that on. There's been an episode in The Simpsons where it's shown on there.
Fly, my pretties, fly!
And their version of it is "Fly, My Pretties, Fly." But no, you watch the film back now, what does she say? Fly, fly, fly? There's no "Fly, My Pretties, Fly" at all. So why are so many people misremembering this? Why are we remembering this completely different to how it was? Again, a famous line in a film. Why are we not remembering it the way it was? The next one we have is Maltesers. Somebody asked me, how do you spell Maltesers? How is Maltesers spelled? And I did say Teasers. It's not. It's Maltesers. Again, lots of people, yep, that's the way it's spelled. That's how I always remembered it. Lots of other people saying, no, I always thought it was Teasers, Teasers. Again, something to think about. What do you think? How do you remember it? I even remember the advertising campaigns. They were always, it's about teasing you, you know. The Maltesers were literally teasing you. When I read it now, it looks like Maltesers. It doesn't make sense. The next one I've got is quite, seems like quite a silly one. Again, someone says, okay then, how do you spell barbecue? Not BBQ, as in, how do you actually write it as a proper word? BARBEQUE. That's what I kind of said. It's like, no, that's not what it is. That's what I thought it was also. This is how you spell it. It's not QUE, it's CUE. It's only a daft one, it's nothing major, it could be easily misremembered, but again, there are so many people who've remembered spelling it with QUE. You might be watching this going, yeah, that's obvious, you know. You Google it, again, correct spelling, it comes up, it's there. So I'm not sure why I remember it that way. Maybe it's just because of the Q on when you write BBQ. Maybe it's just from that you automatically think, who knows. But again, it's another thing to question, where lots and lots of people are remembering something one way, something another way. I'm certain I've seen it written QUE over my life, lots and lots of times. I don't ever remember seeing CUE, but now that's what it is, it's CUE. There are so many more. I am going to be doing a series of videos on this. Some of them might seem pointless, irrelevant, I won't be covering those, but some of them really do mess with your mind and you think, this is really strange. What the reasons are behind it or for it, I'm not suggesting anything, I don't know what it is. I'm just doing videos to cover this, just to kind of highlight it and hoping you have fun watching it, really. My next video is going to be about The Simpsons. Again, to do with the Mandela effect, is going to be the main thing of it. Lots and lots of these Mandela effects that are out there, and you think, well, I remember it this way. The Simpsons have covered all these things, also doing their cartoons exactly the way we remember them, or a lot of people remember them. So many of the Mandela effects, we remember them a certain way, which is different from reality. But you might think, okay, I'm just misremembering. So many episodes of The Simpsons have covered lots of things which are now Mandela effects. And when you watch The Simpsons, you see their version of these events, or film clips, or whatever it is. You see that it's exactly the same as so many people are remembering it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, there are going to be many more to come. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'd love for you to leave your comments in the bottom, even if you say you're talking absolute nonsense. I don't care what, any feedback is good. It's good to discuss these things. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. If you'd like to see more, subscribe, follow my socials, and I'll keep you updated and posted as and when a new video comes out. Thank you.